Good morning, guys. Good morning. Pray all is well. I wanted to come to you with a brief word as we approach the end of Daniel chapter 6 in this series. In the beginning, it didn't make sense. If you all reflect back in the beginning of this series, Daniel in the place in the land that he was from, it was overtaken. It was overtaken, and Daniel ends up in this new land, in this new place, and he finds favor. Even though he's not from there, he finds favor. And all of these things transpire, and Daniel ends up being the right hand man to King Darius. But then after a while, the jealousy and the hate and the envy of those that are around him, he finds himself in the lion's den. In a foreign land, facing death. But guess what? It says God sends an angel down and delivers Daniel from the lion's den unharmed, unhurt. And the King Darius is he's so just overwhelmed. He's so ecstatic because of what has transpired with Daniel, that now King Darius believes in the God of Daniel. But not only King Darius, all of the people that are under Darius now serve and worship Daniel's God. What's the message, Marcus? It didn't make sense in the beginning. The place that Daniel was from is overtaken. Now he's in a foreign land. But guess what? In the end, he leads so many people to God. What am I telling you? Man, just like Daniel, see, many of us, we go through adversities, we go through trials, we go through tribulations, we go through diagnosis, we suffer from pain, we suffer so many different things. We are in the face of so many different things. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. God, why do I have to go through this? Don't question him. Trust his process. In the end, it will make sense. You will be better. You will be stronger. You will be wiser. You will lead more people to God if you learn how to trust God's process. But you know what many of us do? In the midst of the trial, in the midst of the adversity, in the midst of the issues in the relationships, in the midst of the tough times in the marriage, in the midst of the tough situations with your family members and in your businesses, man, many of us, we quit, we throw in the towel, we surrender, and we don't trust God. We don't lean not to our own understanding, but we begin to look at things at face value. But guess what? Man, God doesn't work on face value. God doesn't work on face value, man. God, he's a miracle working God. See, he wants to get us so backed up against the wall. He wants us to get us in a place, in a position where we don't have the power, the ability, and the authority to change, or no one else has the power, the ability to change, to fix, and to heal. And then he shows up, because then people will begin to realize, you know what? It wasn't me. It had to be a greater source. So I'm encouraging you right now, man. Trust the process. Stop trying to fix things yourself. Stop surrendering. Stop throwing in the towel. Stop quitting when things get hard, when things get difficult. That used to be me. And I won't lie to you. Sometimes that spirit, it rises up, and I want to quit, and I want to throw in the towel, and I want to give up on things, and I want to give up on people, and I want to say, forget it, but I can't, because God, that ounce of faith, you know what, if I just keep on persevering, if I keep praying, if I keep trusting God, if I keep believing, if I keep putting in the work, things are going to manifest. If I keep showing up, if I keep giving it all I got, if I keep seeking ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, things are going to get better. And then what happens? As I have faith and I believe, as I pray, as I get connected to like-minded individuals, and as I begin to change my atmosphere and change my surroundings, as I begin to just maintain my faith and draw closer to God, guess what? Then the vision, then it gets clear. Then the struggles get a little bit easier to deal with and overcome. Then quitting is no longer an option, because now I begin to believe I can overcome this. I can make it through this mountain. I can get through this adversity. God begins to give me hope. He begins to give me clarity. He begins to allow me to see what I couldn't see in the beginning. See, right now, many of you're in that beginning process right now, and it seems like it can't be fixed. It can't be turned around. But the devil is a lie. Man, don't throw in the towel. Be like our boy Daniel. Daniel, he remained faithful in the midst of the adversities, the trials, and the tribulations. In the end, man, the brother was used to save an entire nation and lead them to the Most High. What can God use you to do? Be blessed.